Well, and see, I think there also needs to be kind of like this breaking of this idea that you have to have a camera to be successful, because that's what's causing a lot of people to do this jumping ship from camera to VTuber. It's like it doesn't make as much sense just because, like, there are plenty of people who are absolutely successful that never have a camera.
Yeah. I mean, look at the Game Grumps. Like, they never
Flaming Monocle.
Yeah, like there's so many YouTubers that just never do.
Basically, I do work.
Face cam stuff.
I am
and
Wildcat.
There's a lot of streamers that don't. So it's definitely a possibility.
Now, I do think streaming. I do think it is a little bit harder without a camera, because I do believe the average viewer does want to have that interpersonal connection with the streamer. I think there is a large amount, but when it comes to like YouTube, and depending on what you do. Like, for example, Bana, I know Curiosity, she's looking at streaming. It's probably going to be with the type of games that you like to play, Bana, and the type of stuff that you've made in the past on YouTube. I don't think a camera is necessary for you, because what you do and your personality, I don't think you need a camera to translate that to. Someone like myself, I feel like I need a camera, because my personality, my facial, my reactions, my expression, it's very bodily, right? My reactions, like if I yell and I don't have a camera on, it's just casual yelling. Seeing how I get when I yell, that's where the entertainment value is. These two can attest.
And a lot of people don't know that going in, you know, like that's going to be, because like I feel personally that audio is the number one priority when it comes to streaming.
This wave mic has saved my life.
Yeah, because whenever people like go to scream and, you know, the clip guard's not on or something, and you get the issue of it, like distorting and people like headphone warnings and stuff like that's like paramount. But like I was talking about the Flaming Monocle, he did a whole deal as a panel member for production value at TwitchCon with what's his name, Sushi Dragon. I can't remember the other guy. There's a musician guy that does some stuff, but Flaming Monocle doesn't use a camera at all. But for his type of games, a camera's not necessary, because he's very personable. He's not like animated, you know, like if you feel your content's going to be about being like more animated and reactions and stuff, then yeah, absolutely. But a lot of people don't. I don't think anybody has exactly what their content's going to be figured out when they go in.
No,
they may have an idea, but it's like I was telling somebody the other day that I haven't streamed Overwatch but once in the last probably year. And I actually looked at my statistics the other day, and turns out Overwatch, by over double the hours, is still the most streamed game on my channel. And because I thought I was an Overwatch streamer, and then everything changed after that, because I found Cuphead and then indie games became a thing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's
like when I started, when I first started content creation, I actually started on YouTube. And I wanted to follow the Game Grumps path, because I didn't want to use a camera. I didn't want to be, you know, at the time the vitriol against female content creators was incredibly strong, and I didn't want to be like mixed in. I didn't want to have that automatic negativity against my channel, so I automatically I tried to do everything to you know, follow a path that wasn't going to put me in that pathway of negativity. So I was like, all right, we're going to do no face cam. We're going to do Let's Plays like Game Grump style. You know, I modeled my channel after all kinds of YouTubers. And that after a while, I found that really wasn't working for me. And it took me like a year to get in before I started actually streaming. And I gave streaming a try and found that having the camera and having that like instant chat reaction and like bouncing back and forth with like an instant audience was way better for my content than pre-recorded forced jokes about whatever I was playing. And that's like, just, it took a year for that content to evolve. So like most content creators don't start where they end up.
No, and I mean, you kind of have to play around with it to figure out exactly what works for you. You know, I found out that what works best for me is group stuff. I'm the funniest when I'm in a group setting, especially with people that'll actually like bounce off of me and let me bounce off of them, like the four of us, me, you two, and Vivid, and the one time that I got to play with Rev when we did Among Us that night, it was hilarious because we had that quick chemistry. We were able to bounce off each other and crack jokes. It was so much fun, And we're talking about creating a character, sort of like to kind of wrap this up so we can get to our last topic real quick. When it comes to like VTubers or Zebo or your personal characters aren't new. I don't know if you guys know Cardboard Cowboy is. Mm-hmm. That man's been doing this for 5 years, and that man is nothing but a character. We were talking about Code Miko, who does the 3D. Which, have you seen how she does it? It's mind blowing how she designs her entire setup. But that's all VR work and character design, and she puts her own voice for it, and it's remarkable. Figuring out your character personally will do for you for streaming.
Yeah. We're forgetting about probably the biggest character in our field with
Dr. Disrespect.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's all he did, was he figured that out, and he figured out how he wanted to play it, and he evolved that character, and look where it took him. His
commitment to it too. Like, he doesn't break. I actually met him at TwitchCon. But I didn't meet him as Doc. I met him as Guy. It was mind-boggling how different it was. It's crazy. But yeah, that right there, I think he's the standard bearer for characters and commitment.
No, 100%.
No, absolutely.
100%.
You can love him or hate him. That's like he nailed what he was trying to go for.